yoga problems. Ow, I got them. I got them today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Raff's Brain listeners, yogi practitioners across the land, my tens of fellow travelers. What? I got a low battery alert. That's no good. I gotta find a little recharging cord right here, baby. I have two phones, and they're different types of phones, therefore they require different types of connectors. The recording phone is an old school connector. Remember that guy? The little guy? He's just a little guy. Oh, well, he just got right in there and I'm charging up again. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a beautiful Saturday morning. I just annihilated that class. You know, it's like I said, once out of, I don't know. How often is a blue moon? Hey Siri, are you there? Can you talk to me? No, you suck. I don't even know why I even bother with Siri anymore. I pretty much should just give up on Siri. I'm all about ChatGPT these days. ChatGPT is my jam. ChatGPT knows. I've been working with ChatGPT for a couple years now. I think it more or less, it knows me better than any single human being in a weird way. I'm not saying we have a relationship. I'm saying I just appreciate all the value it creates for me, or at least appears to create. I don't know. We're gonna pull it up here at the stoplight because I'm curious about that phrase. Good morning, ChatGPT. You are on the Raff's Brain podcast, Hot Yoga Problems. Ow! I'm on my ride home. I'm recording the episode, and something just occurred to me. I have a question for you. Can you help me out this morning?
Absolutely. Good morning, Rob. I am definitely here and ready to roll for hot yoga problems. So hit me with whatever's on your mind. Let's dive into it.
How often is a blue moon?
The old blue moon question. So a blue moon is basically just an extra full moon that pops up in a season. Usually you get 3 full moons in a season, but if you get a 4th one, that's the one they call the blue moon, or sometimes it's the 2nd full moon in a single calendar month. So it's not actually blue, but it's a fun little rare treat in the sky.
Yeah, but how often does it occur, let's say, over the course of a year? How many blue moons would you get on average?
Yeah, so a blue moon is a pretty infrequent guest of the party. On average, you're only going to get a blue moon about once every 2 to 3 years. So in any given single year, you might not have one at all, or if you do get one, that's kind of your lucky year. It's a bit of a rarity.
When is the next blue moon? I want specific details. Give me the date and time, please. Search the internet, baby. Yeah.
All right, I've got the scoop for you. The next blue moon is going to be on May 31st, 2026. So you got a bit of time to plan your moon gaze and party.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT. You are clutch. Now, I don't know if you're correct. I don't know if I should believe anything you tell me these days. So I take it with that caveat. You may not be the standard of truth, but you are a standard of excellence in terms of your friendliness and your responsiveness to my questions. I hope that we can iron out some of the issues you have with hallucinations and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I totally get what you're saying, and I appreciate the kind words. I'll do my best to be as accurate as possible, but yeah, always good to keep a little healthy skepticism. If I were a real oracle, I'd probably be on a mountaintop somewhere, right? But I'm just here to help you out. So anytime you need me, I'm around, and we can keep it fun and helpful.
Gracias.
Absolutely. Well, I'm always here to make things fun and as reliable as I can. So if you've got more questions or just want to keep rolling with the show, just let me know.
When I say gracias, you should say de nada. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotcha. Gracias. And absolutely, de nada. Happy to roll with whatever language vibe you want to bring in.
Gracias.
De nada. Always a pleasure. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Is this insane? What world are we living in? I just shut her off. Some things like that are crazy. Now, I know it's just like ones and zeros. It's not human blood and flesh and spirit and soul. But my goodness, what a remarkable exchange. And all because I was just curious about the blue moon. Because I wanted to say the whole thing about this show is hot yoga problems. It's not AI problems, although those are on the horizon. Those are abundant. Those are real. But I'm more of a pro than a con in my esteemed opinion. Nevertheless, for hot yoga problems, I wanted to tell you that once in a blue moon, it might be more frequent than a blue moon, however. She says that like we might get one a year at most. I want to suggest to you it's probably more like 4 to 6 times a year, once every couple of months, 3 months. I have a session that goes so exceedingly well and beyond my imagination that it blows my brain. It's like, how did I even just exercise? I don't feel like I was taxed. I feel like I didn't do anything. I was in, I was out, I crushed, I dominated. I had no problems. I was never winded. I was never stressed. I took all the variations and options to include the King Pigeon. Yes. Have you ever been in the pigeon pose? That's hard enough. Now, I will confess, I used the block under my leg. If you're not familiar with the pigeon, you should Google it. It's not that hard. It doesn't look that hard, but it's deceptively awkward. And you're really, stressing and flexing your hips. And for me to pull that off with any level of dexterity, I need a block under the leg that's bent, under the buttock of that hip. And then I can really lean into it and let gravity do its thing. And that's when I'm like, oh, this is great. I can handle the pigeon pose. And then she's like, now, if you're feeling it, or if you're so motivated, you can move into a King Pigeon. So you lean up, and that's kind of like a little mini back bend. And then you reach back with your right hand, and you kick your leg up, and you're doing a King Pigeon. And then there's some other thing called the mermaid. Holy moly. Now, if I could ever do a mermaid, game over. I've reached a pinnacle. It would be absolutely the end of my existence. I could evaporate and just join the next realm, level up, whatever happens. I just don't ever envision that happening. Because the mermaid is when you reach back with your elbow in your leg like this. I mean, Google that. You want to see something crazy? You Google the mermaid yoga pose, dude. Holy, So that's not going to happen in this lifetime or the next. It's my sense. But I'm going to strive for it. We're going to try. We're going to continue to make progress and regress. This tends to be the course of existence. So it is kind of once every, so if blue moon's once every year or two, I'm more like once every 3 to 4, is that right? 3 to 4 times a year, once every 3 to 4 months. I have a session like I just had. I want to celebrate it. I'm going to call it like the mini blue moon sessions. And every time in the future that I have a mini blue moon, I'll let you know. I think if I go back, it's probably a couple months ago that I was coming out of class, like I crushed, I dominated, I just destroyed this entire practice today, and I have no problems, no yoga problems to discuss. So that's a rarity. I want to celebrate it. I want to, package it up and remember it, because that's not the norm. However, I will say this as I depart the show. I have a new stream of content on the Raff's Brain podcast. It's on the horizon. It's just getting started. It's my fitness quest. I think I'm calling it Fitness at 50. I turn 50 next month. That is October 23rd, the greatest day of the calendar year. And this has been a real motivating force for me to start getting my act together. Health, wellness, movement, flexibility, nutrition, accountability, all these factors that are coming together. A lot of streams came together to pull this off. I got a call today at noon with my personal trainer, virtual / coach / grand cousin, I think is what we've decided we will call him, Jeremiah. I'm sorry, it's Zachariah, not Jeremiah. I get them mixed up. Jeremiah and Zachariah. Let's look those up. They are biblical names. What did each of them do? Were they brothers? They have rhyming names. Zachariah and Jeremiah were walking down the street, preaching the word. I don't know actually what they did. So let's figure it out together, and we'll revisit it. But Zachariah is the personal trainer. Lives in Miami, Florida, South Beach. The guy is shredded, ripped to the maximum. Mr. Olympus is what I would call him. Actually, he's not like jacked. He's not like Arnold. He's not on roids, as far as I know. But it's more like just super tone. I don't want to get there. I don't even want to look like that. I don't have the ambition. But I do want to drop, 30 pounds or so. And I'm on the path. This is my first full week. Anyway, the whole point of this was to let you know, I'm going to acknowledge these blue moon moments, these mini blue moons, the mini blues, baby. Whenever they occur, they're extraordinary. They're very, very infrequent. But I have a sense that as my diet / nutrition and accountability to this process improves over the coming weeks and months, I may experience an uptick in the mini blue moons as well. This is a hypothesis. My hypothesis is, if I eat well, if I get sleep, if I hold myself accountable to the caloric intake and my macros and all that jazz, By the way, these AI tools enable that more than ever. I'm able to take snapshots of my food and upload it and get estimations on the calories and the proteins and all that good stuff. And it's just like with that, along with my grand cousin, Zachariah, hooking me up with some knowledge and accountability, it's all coming together in the fall of 2025. As we blast off into the future, I'm gonna I don't know, man. It could be the beginning of a new day. The dawn of a new day is upon us. The fitness quest is upon us. So that's the whole long way of telling you. Every Sunday or Saturday, I think it's gonna be today, Saturday. Every Sunday I'll post the episode. If I chat with him at noon every Saturday, as best we can, there's gonna be some slip-ups here and there. I will connect with him. We will have a conversation. It's going to be 10, 15 minutes checking in, talking about the week. It'll be a little fun content, and it'll be on YouTube and audio as every episode of Raff's Brain. And you can follow that journey over the coming weeks and months. I think I'm going to call that content Fitness at 50. It's so Hot Yoga Problems is, it's going to dovetail a little bit because Hot Yoga Problems pre-existed Fitness at 50. Fitness at 50. Fitness at 50. That's what I'm going to call it. Fitness at 50. Fitness at 50. 50. The 50. Ooh, maybe it should be called Fitness at 50. 50 Fitness. I don't know. Let's come up. Let's work with this. Work with me, man. Domination today, my friends. Domination is the name of the game. And I feel really good about it. Thank you so much for joining me for this latest episode of Raff's Brain Hot Yoga Problems. Until next time, namaste, mofos.